What's up? Bum 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 bum. What's up, guys? Fears, audience, fears. No, fears, audience, fears. What's going on, you guys? Cheers. I decided to go with my Halloween Horror Nights mug today. I haven't used it in a while. That glorious, glorious, glorious coffee. Oh, yeah. I got my healthy snack today. My healthy snack today is grapes. They're pretty good. All right. Let's open up that chat, shall we? All right. There we are. Let me just tilt this down just a smidge. There we are. Alrighty. Well, I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day. Work was crazy last night. 38,000. So it's not... It was a little crazy, but it wasn't like too crazy. Just a little bit crazy. So 38,000. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Just a smidge. Alright, there we are. Let me open up the chat here. There we go. And we're ready to rock and roll. Okay, sweet. Nice. Well, if you guys didn't see, before I went to work last night, I uploaded quite late a new version of my Happy Star Wars Day vlog. It's on the main channel. If you haven't checked it out yet, I put in some new footage so that footage wouldn't go to waste. So be sure to check it out. And then today, before work, I'm going to work on one more Star Wars video. And then I'm going to work on a new vlog. So we're getting there. We are getting there. And you know what? I'm starting to get the creative juices, flowing again. They're starting to come back. For a while, I just didn't have any creative juices. I didn't have any energy to edit a vlog. Nothing. But it's starting to come back. It's starting to come back. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I decided to wear my Flash hat today because I hadn't worn that in a while. Hadn't used this cup in a while. Haven't done this hat in a while. So I thought, why not? And I bought this ages ago. I think this is like my third time wearing it. I think. Somewhere around there. Anyway. I'll be honest. It's been kind of a rainy day. I drove home to rain. I fell asleep to rain. I woke up about an hour ago. Looked outside. It has been raining all day. I checked my weather app. It's supposed to rain way into the wee hours of the morning. So sometimes Florida just rains continuously. It's been raining for the last 2 days. 3 days. Excuse me. 3 days. So, but at least the first day. The first day it was just a light rain. Yesterday and today it's been like a heavy rain. Dark clouds, rain, lightning, thunder, the whole 9 yards. It's been kind of nuts. But anyway. I guess we needed it because before that it hadn't rained in like 10 or 11 days. So, there you are. I finally talked to Randall. I guess Randall's been like working on some projects or something. Because I haven't heard from Randall in like 3 or 4 days. And he said, Fears, I've just been working. He goes, and I'm tired. And I just want to relax today. But he goes, I will call you tomorrow. And I was like, that's cool, Randall. I'm like, I just haven't heard from you in a while, buddy. I said, I just wanted to make sure everything was all right. And he goes, yeah. He goes, I'll totally call you tomorrow. So Randall's going to call me tomorrow. I may get him in the live stream tomorrow, if he's up for it. Yo, Walter, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Good to see you, Walter. Well, I'm a man of my word. It took me a little bit, but Fears finally watched Strangers 2 last night. Oh, man. It was good. The Strangers Pray at Night. Dun, dun, dun. I watched it. Damn. It was good. It was really good. So, if you haven't watched this, then don't watch the stream, because there's going to be some spoilers in it. But if you do want to watch it, you know, I suggest not watching this until later, because I'm going to spoil it. Because it's that good. I have to talk about the kills. I have to talk about who survives and who doesn't survive. It was nuts. So today I'm going to be reviewing this. And then Joey from our community said, Fierce, could you do the top 10 meme photos? So, yeah, I will. So he wants to do a top 10 meme, like memes that fans have made of me. And I was like, I can do that. I can definitely do that. And then I'm going to do the top 10 things that Fears would buy if I was a millionaire. Like money was no object. Sky's the limit, you know. And then I'm going to end with some church camp stories. Now, I've told some church camp stories before, but I've got 2 stories that I've never told before. Well, at least to you guys. I've told them to my friends and my family, but I've never told them to you guys. So, yeah. So I didn't really go out much today because it was just rainy all day. So, yeah. And anyway, the show must go on. I've got my coffee. I got my grapes. I got my healthy snack. I'm going to do some editing later. And there we are. There we are. All right. How is your guys' day going? Let me know how your day is going. I hope it's going really well. Anyway, I'm going to save this for a little bit later, but it is good. Oh, by the way, Fears decided to max out. I've been doing it kind of in a process. All these are Blu-rays, these are Blu-rays, these are Blu-rays, Blu-rays. I decided to take all of my DVDs and put them in my room, and I'm going to fill this entire shelf up with Blu-ray, which will help with the wall, which will help with filling this up. And then once I get all the DVD converted to Blu-ray, then I will just give them to the Goodwill. Because I wasn't using this shelf. I was like, every time I want to go watch a horror movie, or every time I want to go I have to go into my room. I was like, it's just better to put all of my Blu-ray on this and take all the DVDs. Because I don't really watch the DVDs anymore. I kind of, every once in a while. But yeah. Yo, Tinder Immortal, what's up? Mrs. Immortal. For all you hacks out there, she's a lady. It's Miss Immortal. Mrs. Immortal? That's right. So, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do with all the Blu-rays. So I'm going to, slowly but surely, I've been pulling the Blu-rays from my room, filling it up, and then I'm taking all the DVDs and putting them in my room on that little shelf I have. So yeah. And then I'm going to convert all the DVDs to Blu-ray and then get rid of them and give them to the, well, not get rid of them, give them to the Goodwill so somebody else can enjoy them. So yeah. All right. Let's do the first one, shall we? All right. Top 10 things Fears would buy if money was no object. Money was no object. Number 1, I would buy my mom a new car. So, new car for my mom. Number 2, I would buy myself a house. Nothing too big, nothing too little. Because I'll be honest, I like living in this apartment, but it's starting to get a tad bit small for all of Fierce's things. So at some point, I'm going to have to get a bigger apartment or a bigger house or a condo or something. So we'll see. We'll see where the wind takes me. All right. Number 3. Let's see. Well, if money was no object, what would I buy? Probably a Jeep Wrangler. For me, I would keep the Fearsmobile because I love that silver car. I love my 2023 silver Sonic Chevrolet turbocharged car. But I would like a Jeep Wrangler. I've always liked Jeeps. I would like a black, either a black or a yellow or a red Jeep Wrangler. Wouldn't care what color, just as long as it's one of those three. So, Jeep Wrangler. Number 4. Let's see here. Tinder Immortal says that she would buy a blimp. Nice. For what, though? What would you use it for, though? Disney parks and franchises. Oh, you would buy it? Oh, there you go. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let's see. A blimp with Randy's face on it. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Walter says, good one, Tinder Immortal. Fear's mobile Jeep would be epic. That would be awesome. Like a mobile home? Well, that's more of an RV, right? Because that's different. Because I would like an RV. An RV would be sweet to road trip in. Hell yeah. I'm going to put RV down. Because there's a difference between a Jeep, Tinder Immortal, and then like an RV. But I'd get one of those massive RVs. Like, you know, like the one out of Meet the Parents. Or Meet the Fockers, the second one, where Robert De Niro's character, Jack Burns, buys that massive, like, industrial fucking, like, RV. I'd get one of those, like the fucking huge ones, and travel in that. Like, road trip. So, RV. Because I would like to have a Jeep Wrangler. Not a mobile Jeep, though. A Jeep, though. Or that, Tinder Immortal. A tour bus. Because a tour bus is almost the same size as a fucking RV. Almost the same size. So, yeah. So, let's see, what do we got here? We got, I would buy a new car for my mom. And I would just ask her, I'd be like, Mom, what type of car do you want? Oh, I want this, John. Great. Ask and you shall receive. And I'd buy my mom a car. Then I'd buy a house, a Jeep Wrangler, an RV, because I do love to travel. Number 5, I like Tinder Immortal's idea. I would love to own Disney, like the Disney World Corporation. Like, that would be a cool gig. That would be a cool thing to have in my side pocket. So, I would buy them out. I would buy Disney. Then I wouldn't need a season pass. I would own it, and I could go to the parks whenever the fuck I wanted. I pretty much can do that already because I have a season pass, but I have to pay for that season pass. All right, number 6. I would buy a nice little cottage in England. So if I ever wanted to go and relax, they have these nice countryside cottages that you can rent or buy whenever you go visit. Me, my mom, my dad, my brother stayed in one whenever we went to go visit my British family last, which was, for me, that was back in 2012 for my cousin's funeral. I mean for my cousin's not funeral, her marriage. Her marriage. Hilarious. I did go again for my British grandma's funeral. That's what I was getting mixed up about. And the reason why we stayed in a cottage is my mom had never stayed in a cottage. We could have stayed with family, but my mom looked at my dad and said, "Hey, wouldn't it be cool for all of us to stay like in a nice British like countryside cottage?" And I was like, I would be so down for that. So a British cottage. Because if you guys haven't done it yet, they're awesome. And they're so quiet, and they're relaxing. Fuck yeah. British cottage all the way, man. Number 7. I like that one, too. Tinder Immortal, man, you're hitting all the good stuff. She's like, buy Indiana Jones franchise and make it go on forever. Fuck yeah. I'm going to steal that one. I hope you don't mind, Tinder Immortal. I'm going to steal that one. Because I love Indiana Jones. That was a good one. Danny says funeral, marriage, same thing, Fierce. That's not true. That is not true. Danny, shh. Zip your lip. That's not true. I should block you right now. I should block your ass for saying that. You motherfucker. You fucking bitch. You motherfucker. I should block you. How dare you? How dare you make fun of my fucking cousin's marriage? Huh? You son of a bitch. I'm just joking. I'm just playing around. All right. Let's see here. What do we got? I'm just joking, buddy. All right. Let's see here. New car for my mom. A house. A Jeep Wrangler. An RV. The Disney Corporation. Indiana Jones franchise. A British cottage. Let's see. I'm not really a materialistic type of guy, you know, so it's hard for me to pick all this kind of stuff. I do like to fly, so my own jet would be kind of sweet, because then I could fly around. I could get first class all the time. I wouldn't have to buy any plane tickets. A fucking jet, yo. A jet. That's one of my favorite things. I love to travel. If you've been married, you know what I mean. Well, I haven't been married yet. But you know what, Danny? You may be married, and I'm not saying you guys have problems with your marriage, but I welcome marriage, you know? I try to be an optimistic type of guy, so whoever I marry, if I ever marry, I would try to be the best husband ever. All right, let's see. I got two more. Let's see here. Number 9 and number 10. Number 9. All the movie props I ever want. All the movie props I could have. And I'm talking real ones, replicas, whatevs. I mean, just any props whatsoever. Any movie props. What's up, Bowen? Hopefully that's how you say your name, Bowen. All right, number 10. Let's see, number 10. I would, and this is for that's funny, Visions. Visions is like, you know what, Fears? Just go all out. Just spend that money, go all out, and get yourself a mail-order bride. I mean, that is an option. It's an option. I'd rather not go down that road, buddy. No offense to your idea, Visions, but when Fears marries, I'd hope to God I'd marry for love. You know, I don't want to go online and go, all right, Cassandra looks good. What, $300 for her? Okay, boo, boo, boo. You know, and order her. I'm good. All right. Anyway. But that was funny, though, Visions. I'd say number 10 because I love my family so much. For all my past relatives, I would buy as many flowers as I possibly wanted to put on all my past loved ones' gravestone. Like, continuously, like every day, fresh new flowers. So, fresh new flowers for my loved ones. Loved ones that passed. I need to get a bigger pad. I had to, like, start writing it like all the way up the page and shit. So yeah, but before I buy a new one, I was like, I'm gonna use this, you know. All right, so there it is. There's the top 10. All right. Anyway, that was funny. That was funny, Visions. It was funny. Yeah, let's just go nuts and buy a bride. All right. Why not? All right. That was pretty funny. All right. Topic number 2. Top 10 meme photos that any fan has ever made for me. This is going to be hard because there's a lot. Anytime I get a hold of some meme photos, I always upload them on my Facebook. So I'm going to open up my Facebook, and I'm going to kind of look through all the meme photos. And I'll pick them. So here we go. Let me just open up my Facebook, because this is going to be hard. There's a lot of memes out there. There's a lot of good ones. I've seen a lot of horrible ones, too. But I've only kept my favorite memes on my Facebook. All the Nazi ones, I was like, no, I'm good. I don't want to see that. There's a lot of them, though. You know what? Just because Fears has blocked a few people, just because, well, now I haven't blocked anyone. I've done an unblock war to everybody. I'll only reblock somebody if they give me a reason. But I've seen a lot of Nazi memes. So it was nuts. All right, here we go. Memes. Let's see here. Let me scroll down. I mean, there's a meme of me pretty much with everything. Fears as the Incredible Hulk. Fears as Slimer. Failure to ranch. Someone put me in that movie and put like a ranch bottle like on my fucking shoulder. People made me up as Luke Skywalker. People put me in Family Guy. People put me Raiders of the Lost Ranch. So I think that's got to be number one. Raiders of the Lost Ranch. Someone made that, and that was pretty funny. So Raiders. It's an old one, though. I would love an updated version of Raiders of the Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ranch. That would be funny. Raiders of the Lost Ranch. That was pretty funny. I don't remember who made that one, though, but that one was pretty funny. That one was pretty funny. Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ranch. So, yeah, that was pretty good. Number 2, I have to give it to Visions with the Indiana Jones photo of me trying to grab the Pinhead figure off a little pedestal. So, I'm going to say Indiana Jones meme 2. So that one was pretty funny. And then I have to give it to Visions again. The third one was the Star Trek one. That's probably my favorite one ever. Is the me as Captain Kirk and Randall as Spock. I loved it so much. I told Visions, I was like, Visions, I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna get it printed out, and I have it in a frame, and it's right up there, right above on the shelf over there. So I'm gonna say Trek meme. All right, number 4. Number 4. There's a lot. So if someone's meme doesn't make the list, I apologize, because there's a lot. There is a lot of memes on my Facebook. All right, let's see here. Someone made me up as a pear, which was funny. It doesn't really make the list, but it is funny. Troll Busters. That's a funny one. Randall is Han Solo. Me as Princess Leia and Luke. That was pretty funny. It doesn't make the list, though. It's funny, but it doesn't make the list. So, me in the all-girl Ghostbuster film. That was pretty funny. Sega gave me this one. I don't know who made this one, but this was when me and Rasmus Rants was, a thing. And either Sega or Pixel gave me this. Someone made a meme, and it says Rasmus Ranch catchphrases for different people. So here are the catchphrases for Sega. Sniddles, a greeting used exclusively for Joey. Sadly, no, means whenever Sega has not seen or listened to the object in question. You know what, though? Usually used when Sega is about to change his line of thought, usually about a particular video game. And then the last catchphrase for Sega is, "No!" When Sega is told something that invalidates what he had previously believed. Okay. So, and then Rasmus's catchphrase. I haven't looked at this meme in quite a while. It says, "Don't get lost." Rasmus's sign-off, arguably the most famous sign-off line since "Keeping You on the Inside Fact." You ball, I ball, we all ball together. He stole that from me. Rasmus Rant stole that from me. Often used at the start and end of his stream to acknowledge the contribution of the viewers and fans. He stole that from me. Lackluster. Used to describe something that lacks quality, sometimes used by Raz when he is not doing well. Okay. All right. So there's his. And then finally, the Fears Man catchphrases. Finally, the Fears Man catchphrases. It says, "Yeah, dude." Typically used when Fears announces John Fears' arrival in a comment section, but can be used in any stage of conversation. Yeah, dude. I second that. I'm ballin'. John Fears' response to something amusing him or that he said or did. I'm ballin'. I agree with that too. I'm ballin' over me just reading that. So yeah, I agree. Going ballistic. Used to describe someone who is demonstrating excellent... I misread this. Going ballistic, used to describe someone who is demonstrating excellent or intense enthusiasm. That's kind of true. Going ballistic has kind of changed over the years. It used to be that. It used to be to show that someone is doing something excellent. It does still mean that. My intense enthusiasm for something, but it also... I've added shit to it. Like, if someone's going ballistic, like, in a negative way, I'm like, that guy's going fucking ballistic, you know? So it can mean that, like, oh my god, that guy's out of his mind. He's going fucking ballistic. He got real mad, so it can mean that. So I've added that to it, but for the most part, it still means that. I've just added shit to it. Alright. Hands down, when John Fears states his opinion, often regarding Ghostbusters or Kindly Myers... Yeah, I'll agree with that. Pretty much hands down, I will agree with that. I haven't used this one in a while. He's off his meds. When someone is behaving in a manner deemed inappropriate by John Fears. That is still true, but I have not used he's off his meds in a while. Now I usually just say that guy's fucking crazy or that girl's fucking crazy, you know? So it's kind of changed a little bit, but I haven't used that one in a while. I'm not making too much noise. I'm doing a live stream for my YouTube fans. I hope you don't think I'm crazy. I'm just talking to my computer. A lady looked at me before, and I had to explain that I'm doing a live stream. But she didn't know I was doing a live stream. Well, I know what this is referring to. When I was at the coffee shop, I said that a few times because someone would be like, "What are you doing? Why are you talking to yourself?" And then I would be like, "I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to my YouTube families." And then his description is often used by John Fears within the first 10 minutes of every coffee shop live stream. Yeah, I would agree to that. Not every single coffee stream, but that's another reason why I don't do coffee streams anymore. So many things can happen. So many variables. So I'm going to say Rasmus Ranch catchphrases makes the list. Because I haven't seen it in a while. Let's see, catchphrases. I think somebody needs to do an updated version of this. You know, I'm just saying. You know, that would be nice. That would be really nice. All right. Let's see, what's next? What is next? So many choices, my friends. So many choices. All right, let me scroll back here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see, what else? What else? I'm trying to cover all my meme bases because there's a lot. There's a lot. Let's see here. But you know what? I don't have any ill will against Rasmus. I mean, he did make fun of me a lot, but it's nice that he changed his life around because his life was going nowhere quick. So that's cool that he got a wife and a kid, and I saw a picture of his wife. She's very beautiful, so I wish him the best of luck. I just wish he wouldn't have done some of the shit, but I try not to hold grudges anymore, you know, but he did give me a lot of shit. All right, number 5 has to be, I don't know who made this for me, but someone took a picture of me as the lonely ghost with like the blue aura around me and stuck me in the last scene of Return of the Jedi with Anakin Skywalker and Yoda and old Ben Kenobi. And I fucking love that. So I'm going to put Star Wars meme. Star Wars meme is number 5. Number 6, because that was funny. Whenever I saw, I don't remember who made it for me. It was a big surprise, and I was like, holy shit. I'm like, where did you get that? And he goes, oh, that was easy, Fears. He goes, I just took your fucking picture. I freeze framed it, you know, out of the Lonely Ghost. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, then I just cropped it in. And I was like, oh, okay. Again, if I forget who makes these memes, I apologize, because we all know Fears' memory. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. But I appreciate everybody that made these memes. All right. So that's definitely number 5. Number 6. Let me scroll through these. I don't know if it's really a meme. This person made this for me, and I just think it's really cool. He took a picture of me at the old coffee shop. I mean, the old one, the original. And I guess whenever I was talking, I had my headphones on, and I was kind of looking up. I was probably trying to think of something to talk about, or I was thinking something was on my mind. And he kind of made, you know how like in the Avengers when they turn to dust and they start floating away, you know, in the Avengers movie? He kind of did that, but like in a different way. And again, I wish I could remember who made this for me, because it's a really cool fucking photo. I've used it on my streams before, like for a thumbnail. It's so good. He basically had like white and red dust come off my face, and then it shows my brain, and then it shows my skull, and it's just kind of like drifting away. So I'm going to call it the Avenger meme. That one was really good. It looked like someone put a lot of time and effort into that one, so I loved it. Avenger meme. Number 7, I think Randall made these memes for me. Randall made me and Randall into zombies, and then he's got his dry erase board in the back, and it says Lord Randall, like in blood, and it's like dripping down his fucking dry erase board. So I'm gonna say, and so me and Randall were both zombies in this. So I'm gonna say the zombie meme. That was pretty great. I think Randall made those. I'm pretty sure he did. And when he maybe someone made them. I don't know. I'm pretty damn sure Randall made those, I think. And those were pretty funny. Whenever someone, I think it was Randall that showed it to me, I was like, that's fucking genius. That's fucking genius. He goes, you're not mad. I'm like, no, I'm not mad. I'm like, that's fucking great. All right, so that's number 7. All right, so let's see here. Let me scroll through here. Let's see here. Someone made Attack of the Killer Milks, and it had 2 bottles of milk in the background behind me, and I'm all like, that? So Attack of the Killer Milk was pretty funny. That's number 8. So Attack of the Killer Milk. Number 9. Let's see here. And again, there's so many good ones. There's so many good ones. It's hard to pick between all these. The Slimer one's good. It is. But someone just kind of copied and pasted that. So someone did make a meme. I don't know where they found this photo. They found a photo of someone's hand, and then I guess they cropped like a YouTube play button on the hand, and it's like looking down. So it's got the hand, he's looking down at his feet with his Converse shoes. I guess that's supposed to be me holding my Fears Vlogs real play button. So that was a pretty good meme, because I doubt I'll ever get one, I'm just being honest. I mean, I would love to get one, but someone put a lot of effort into the play button meme, so I'm going to do that one. Play button meme. And then number 10, let's see here. Again, these are hard. These are hard to pick from. I may have to do a part 2 to this, because I've got a lot more memes than this. Let's see here. Let me look through these. Let's see. I've got 2 versions of tomato face fears. I've got some pumpkins as fears. Fears and Loathing in Las Vegas. They put me into that movie poster. Then someone put me in Friday the 13th Part 3, Jason about to cut Fears' head off. That was pretty good. That's a legendary one. Fears is R2-D2. I think that's going to be number 10. I think that has to be number 10. Again, there's so many good ones. Me holding a gun and pointing it at the audience. Randall flying through the air with my red Hawaiian shirt on the top of his head. Apparently he was like using it as a turban or something. I don't know. That one's pretty funny. I guess whenever Sega was mad at me, he freeze framed a thumbnail of me in a vlog, and he says, "I'm a bitch to everyone, even my friend Sega." That one was a funny one. And Sega made that. Or somebody made it for Sega. But it was pretty funny. Let's see here. Someone put my face in like a well-done steak, so that was pretty funny. Someone made me an elf at Christmas time, and then he put me in a family photo of LC's. That was a funny one. Let's see here. Someone took a picture of my face and just painted it entirely red. I've actually used that one before in a vlog. Someone made me as the merchant. I would say the merchant one. The merchant one. Or the meme Vision sent me one where I guess this was in your studio, Visions, like in the garage. You had me on 4 fucking screens. And I was like, holy shit, that's a lot of screens. So that's not really a meme, but I remember you sent me that photo and you're like, hey, Fierce, check this out. And I was like, yeah, right, 2 screens. No, not 2 screens, 4 fucking screens. I was like, holy shit, that's a lot of fears. That is a lot of fears on the screen. Let's see here. Someone made me as a shark, and it said deep in the lake. Deep in the Missouri lake. So apparently I was a shark in a lake in Missouri, because we don't have any oceans there. I don't know who made this one, but I thought someone in the Discord made me a certificate. It says, the official Crybaby Champion of 2023. This certificate is awarded to Fearsman26 for exceptional assists in football, unmatched progress to blame others for the misfortunes you place upon yourself, and your ability to cry over everything. Signed, the internet. Well, that's not very nice, because none of that shit was true. But I stole that photo and I uploaded it on my Facebook because I thought it was pretty hilarious. It's hard to pick a number 10. Let's see here. Someone put me on the face of a pickle jar. Someone put me in Spider-Man 2. Even though I hate Yakov, I gotta say he did a bang up job as making me as the Doctor in Star Trek Voyager. So, I'm gonna put that one down. So, Star Trek Doctor. All right. So the list is Raiders of the Lost Ranch, the Indiana Jones pinhead photo that Visions made, the Star Trek meme that Visions made, the catchphrases. I guess Rasmus Rants made that. I don't know who made that one, but Rasmus gave it to me so long ago. Let's see here. The Avenger meme, the zombie meme, Attack of the Killer Milk, the play button meme, and then last but not least, the Star Trek Doctor. So there it is. All right, let me close my Facebook out. So a lot of good memes. A lot of good memes, my friends. So yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see. Well, why did you leave, Walter? If you wouldn't have left, then you would have known what the hell was going on, my friend. No, I'm just joking. I understand. People have got lives. Well, what's going on, Walter, is I just did the top 10 meme photos that people have made for me. So I will reread it again, Walter. So, number 1, Raiders of the Lost Ranch, Indiana Jones, 2 meme, the first Star Trek meme as me as Captain Kirk, the catchphrase memes, the Avenger meme, the zombie meme, Attack of the Killer Milk, the play button meme, and then the Star Trek Voyager Doctor, and then the last one was the Stars meme. There we are. There it is. Let me close this for another day. Alright, let's see here. My favorite Sega quote is, anyway, though for now, enjoy. That is a good one. I haven't heard him say that in quite a long time, but that is a legendary one, Tinder Immortal. You do make a good point. Oh my God, Tinder Immortal says. Well, again, I could have gone all day, my friends. There's a lot of memes about me, so, but I used to get mad at them, but now I don't. I think they're funny. So, if anyone's got any new memes for fears, send them to me on Discord. Let me know, because I always enjoy a new one. All right, let's continue on. All right, strangers. So, if you haven't seen this, you may want to not watch because there's going to be some spoilers in it. So, Visions, have you seen number 2 yet? Have you seen this? It's good. Ooh, it's good. I'll be honest, only a couple people die in it, but it's still good. It's still good. It's not over the top. It's not too much. It's not too little. It's kind of perfect. It's not completely perfect, but it's almost perfect. Fears is going to give it a solid 9.5. It kept me on the edge of my feet. There was some blood, you know, not too much blood, but just enough blood, you know what I'm saying? Just enough. So, yeah. I cannot wait for the prequel. At first, I thought this was the prequel. It's not. It's the sequel. So, yeah. They didn't change up the masks, thank God. You got Dollface, Pinup Girl, and then Potato Sack Guy. Hilarious. So there it is. And they got that, if you guys have seen number 1, you know that old-ass pickup truck that they used in the first one? The pickup truck comes back on the attack, Jack. This one's a sequel. This one takes place with a whole set of new people. Like, the first one was about a married couple, and it's like their wedding night, and then they knock on the door, and they terrorize the wedding couple in the first one. And at the end of the movie, they're like, "Why are you doing this?" And they're like, "Because you were home, and we can." And I was like, oh, shit. So there it is. This one, it's a family that's taking their troubled teen daughter to like boarding school, and they can't make it, so they rent a trailer in a trailer park and stay for the night. And apparently, like the killers have killed everybody else in the trailer park, and they've hit all the bodies, and so they're the only one in there. But they turn on all the lights in like almost all the other trailers to make it seem like people are home, so they kind of trap them in there. And chaos ensues. Chaos ensues. So there it is. So yeah. So I sit down and watch it. There's some things I liked about it, and the reason why I didn't give it a perfect 10, some of the ending is not believable. Most of the film is believable up until the end. So yeah. They did the classic thing that all horror movies do. The teenage girl, for the most part, she runs all the way through the film. But what do? They did the classic, she trips and falls, and she crawls to safety, you know? And I'm like, get up, you fucking bitch! Do not crawl to safety. You've got legs. Get up and fucking run. But they only did it for a couple of seconds, and then she finally gets up. So it wouldn't be a horror movie without the classic, oh my god, I tripped and fell. I guess I can't get up and run. I have to crawl to safety and shit. So yeah. That's always funny to see. Because I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Get up and run. Get up and run! Why the hell are you crawling to safety? It's hilarious. Anyway, I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom. But just go ahead and study this, and I shall return, my friends. I hate having Crohn's. I have to use the restroom almost every time in a show, but I appreciate you guys waiting for fears. I appreciate you guys understanding. Having Crohn's is a son of a bitch. It sucks. I hate it. I'll be right back. Let's just study the hilarious people. Which one's your favorite? Pin-up, Dollface, or the fucking hilarious guy with a potato sack on his fucking head? I don't know. I think Dollface. Is my favorite. That's my favorite. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. Nope. It wasn't a poo. it was number 1. It was a P. All right. Let's continue on, shall we? So where did I leave off? Oh, yeah. So she crawls to safety. And I was like, oh, God, here we fucking go again with the crawling to safety shit. Because she does. She runs through the entire film towards the end. And I was like, did they just put that in there just to make the audience laugh? Because almost, not every horror movie, but almost every horror movie, you have some girl, no offense to ladies, that trips and falls. Oh my God! Leave me alone! And she's crawling to safety. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Just get up and fucking run. Just run. Run your ass off. You know? So, that was pretty funny. So, yeah. Anyway, if you haven't seen this film, I'm sorry. I did say there's going to be some spoilers in it. So, if you haven't watched this, I apologize. But it's so good, I have to talk about it. Because, I wouldn't say it surpassed the first one. The first one is pretty legendary. And what's even scarier, it's based on true events. That's what's even more fucking crazy about this movie. This movie and the last movie is that three crazy psychopaths put on some type of mask. I did some research, but I'm going to read you guys what truly happened in a minute. Because I was curious. Like, after I watched it last night, I looked up some research, and I think, hopefully I saved it. If not, I can find it real quick and read it to you guys. And then I said, all right, well, that movie was nuts. That movie was cool. I went off to work. So, yeah. So, apparently, it's based on true events. 3 crazy nutcases was killing people. I don't know, to get like a rush or something? I don't know. Anyway, so the second movie pretty much takes place in a trailer park. Like I said, their teen is like, she's so troubled. They're like, we don't know what else to do with you, so we're going to drive you to the boarding school, and hopefully that'll help, because we've tried everything. And she's like, yeah, whatever, fuck you guys are abandoning me, da-da-da-da-da. And they're like, we're not abandoning you, like, we don't know what else to fucking do. So, they can't make it, so of course they have to stay the night, and the family has an uncle that owns a trailer park. Well, before they get there, the strangers kill the owner of the trailer park, pretty much kill everybody else in the trailer park, and like I said, they just hide the dead bodies in the trailers, and then they don't turn on all the lights, but they turn on enough lights to make it look like everyone's still alive, and they kind of set the family up, you know? And so they get there, and then they recreate, I did like this, they recreated the classic scene, you know, from the very first one. The weird, creepy girl goes up to the fucking door. Knock, 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 knock. Is Tara there? And they're like, no, who the fuck is Tara? You know? And then she's like, I'm looking for her. And they're like, we don't know who she is, but we don't know what to tell you. Like, I think you have the wrong house. And she's like, oh, okay, bye. And then she just fucking walks off. And then later on in the film, knock, knock, knock. And then they're like, yeah? You know, is Tara here? And they're like, who the fuck is Tara? And they're like, no, we don't know who the hell she is. You know? Let's see here. Let me get back to the chat real quick. Chicken wing, hot dog, and bologna. I know what you're talking about, Dr. Jenkins. That is a funny TikTok. I don't remember how it went. I think someone went up through a drive-thru, right? And someone said, hey, can we take your order? And then some guy started singing that. And then the guy taking the order just goes fucking nuts over the voice box or whatever at the fucking fast food. Someone showed that to me, and that was funny. What's your top 5 fast food joints? I will get to that in a minute, Walter. So, yeah. What's up, John? So, anyway, to make a long story short, it goes from a pleasant evening to an out-of-control evening. Real quick. Right off the bat, they kill the mother. A knife right to her stomach a couple of times. So that kill, I was like, that's all right. The second kill when they finally find the mom, the dad's like, we need to get the fuck out of here. They all pile into the car, and it looks like they throw a brick at the window. I don't know what they throw, but they throw something at the window. The window shatters. He goes flying off the road, crashes right into a fucking trailer. The car is pretty much... It doesn't go all the way through the trailer, but it goes enough to where the fucking car is, like, in the living room, for Christ's sake. All this wood, all this glass goes into the husband, into the dad's stomach. And he's like, you gotta get you and your sister out of here. These fucking people are crazy. Get the fuck out of here. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna go for help. And then all of a sudden, the guy, this was probably one of the most creepiest scenes. Because the guy is stuck in the car, he's impaled, so he can't fucking move. He tries to move, the dad, but it's just like, his stomach is hurting so much that this guy gets into the fucking car, looks at him, turns on the radio, just sits there like some fucking nutcase, and he starts beep-bopping to the fucking music. I'm fucking in utter chaos right now. I'm laughing, because he's just kind of like... Just bobbing his little head, just listening to some fucking music. And then all of a sudden he pulls out, it looks like a screwdriver, I guess. And he just kind of jabs him a couple times, and then the dad's dead. What's really cool is, so those two, that's really, there's only pretty much 4 people that die. The owner of the trailer park, the owner's wife, and then the mom and the dad. That's it. The kids get away. So, but none of those kills, the only thing I don't like about it is the strangers that make the kills, they're alright for a horror film. Actually, the 2 kids killing the strangers, their deaths are way better. Way better. Because finally, the 2 kids, I think the brother is like 18, and then the teenage daughter is like 15 or 16. They're like, all right, we've had enough. These fucking people have to die. So the first death is the young teenage kid. He's like 18. He tries to run to the front desk of the trailer park, because they've cut all the phone wires, and he's like, there's got to be a working phone in here. So he goes in, he gets through to the cops, but then all of a sudden the phone gets cut off. Way in the background, all of a sudden a Slurpee machine just turns on randomly, and they kind of reveal the doll face. She's way in the fucking background. And I'm like, all right, oh shit. I'm like, well, this guy's going to die in about 8 seconds. But he goes for the front door, and there's the guy in the potato sack. He runs out the back door, and when he ran out the back door, he goes into the little pool. The trailer park has a little pool. And so he's like, oh shit, like, they're there. And it has like a big, like, wall around it. So he's like, well, either I'm going to have to go through that way on the other side of the pool to get out, or I can jump the stone wall, or I can jump the fence, whatever. So as he's about to do it, he's trying to think of, all right, well, what the fuck do I do? The doll face is running up behind him to stab him. He turns around and just clobbers her in the face with a golf club that he picked up in the little it's like a gift shop / front office to the trailer park. And I guess the owner likes golf. So he clobbers her. She goes to the fucking ground, right? And then he thinks that she's dead, right? So he kind of like looks down, and he's like, well, I gotta find out who the fuck this is. Me personally, I wouldn't care who was under that fucking mask. As long as I took the bitch down that was trying to kill me, I'm like, I don't care who's behind that fucking mask. I'm like, some fucking bitch is like crazy with a fucking doll face mask on trying to kill fears. I would clobber the hell out of those killers. And then I would run my ass off, you know. So he bends down. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, why? Why do you want to know who she is? And he goes to lift up the mask. And then all of a sudden her eyes like open up like that. And she grabs the knife off the ground. Thank God he catches it. And he just stabs her like probably like 10 times in the chest. And I'm like, finally one of the heroes takes down one of the psychopath killers. Because usually it's the other way around. Usually the psychopath killers kill everybody except for one blonde-headed dumb girl. No offense to women. But usually it's always some big-breasted blonde girl running through the woods with mud covered all over her face and her knees and ankles because she's crawling to safety. Or it's some guy. But very rarely. It's usually a chick running to safety. So yeah. Horror movies are fun to watch. They are, because they're so hilarious, Spiritual. What's your favorite horror movies, John? I will tell you in a minute, my friend. I will tell you in a minute. So he pretty much kills Dollface, and I'm like, yes, finally a win. Finally a win. And then he looks up, and then there's the potato sack guy, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go. So they kind of brawl for they brawl for a little bit. They brawl for a little bit, and then they end up falling in the pool. He gets away, but he gets stabbed. So the sister has to come and rescue him. She puts him like in the pool house, like maintenance closet, and she's like, I'm gonna go run to safety. So all of a sudden the cops show up, right? Visions, have you seen this film yet? I don't want to ruin it for everybody, but have you seen this one, Visions? Because I told you guys there's going to be spoilers, because it was that good. I watched it right before I went off to work. So I apologize if somebody hasn't watched this. But you should still watch it, though. But maybe I should shut up, you know. And that's all you guys get. Because I was going to tell about how the other two people get killed, but I don't want to ruin it for anyone else, you know. So let's see here. Don't call me boy. I never called you boy. What are you on about, Danny? Let's see here. Boobies. I knew it's always boobies. So, oh, you haven't seen this. Okay. Well, I may want to shut up then. So, I may want to shut up. Because I don't want to ruin it. Were you planning to watch this? I probably should, because you said you're going to watch the first one. So, I don't want to ruin it. I did say there was going to be spoilers. Well, anyway, that gives you a little taste. I'm not going to tell else what happens, but I was on the edge of my seat. I don't care. It's not new. Okay, all right. Well, just as long as you don't care. All right. It's still worth watching. Yeah. When did they make this? I thought it's new to me, but when the hell did they make this? They made this. Oh, I can't find the date on this. I'll look it up later. It's new to me, though. Anyway. So finally the cops show up. Well, that's good. If you don't care, awesome, buddy. I do still think it's worth watching, though. Because I'm just kind of giving the highlights. I'm not telling everything, but yeah. Anyway, they do another classic thing. When the cops finally do show up, anytime you're watching a horror film, very, very rarely do the cops actually help. Because the killers have to eliminate, in any horror film, they have to eliminate anyone or any purpose of help. Because if help arrives, then the horror movie is done, you know? So the cops finally get there, and I'm like, why wouldn't they send more than one unit? In real life, usually, if someone says, someone's trying to kill me, or I would think they would send more than one unit. They would send like maybe 2 or 3. But in horror movies, it's always some lonely police officer. She's on the ground, and she's like, oh God, please, like some psychos are trying, like one psycho is dead, my brother killed one, and there's 2 roaming around, and they stabbed him, and he's in the boathouse. I'm sorry, in the pool house. I need help. And he's like, all right, calm down. And he goes, well, you got to tell me what happened. She's like, I just fucking told you. And then he's like, all right. And he's like, well, just get in the car. And as the cop and her are about to get in the car, the pinup girl comes right around him, slashes the cop's throat. He falls to the ground. He's fucking dead. And then this was one of the most hardest scenes to watch. Like, the teenage girl's like, oh shit, oh fuck me! And then she gets in the car, and then she's like, where's the fucking keys? And here's what's creepy. The pinup girl bends down, grabs the keys off of the cop's belt, and she, like, taps the fucking window, and she's all like, here you go, here's the fucking keys. But she doesn't say anything. And I was like, oh, I swear, I thought the teenage girl, I thought, oh god. I'm like, this stupid teenage girl, she's dead now. Like, for a while, I was like, oh, she's gonna make it. She's gonna make it. Like, you know, like she was fighting with the other guy, and I'm like, she's gonna make it. The two kids, they're gonna make it, you know? The two teenage people, they're gonna make it. And so all of a sudden, she unlocks the door, gets in, and here's the most, it was hard to watch. She keeps slashing the girl, but like, because the girl's trying to push her away, and every time the girl tries to push the pinup girl away, she keeps slashing the girl's hand, and she's like, like that. Finally, she does something smart. Finally, the girl kicks the pinup girl in the chest. She falls out of the police car. Every police car has a shotgun in it, usually. She grabs the shotgun, blows the pinup girl in the chest. Now, here's where it starts to get unbelievable. If someone got a shotgun blast to the chest, you'd probably be dead. Probably. Right? So she gets up, and she gets out, looks down at the pinup girl, which is this girl right here. And she can tell that she's still kind of breathing, and I'm like, she goes to, like, reveal the mask, and I'm like, what is it with these fucking people revealing the killers? I wouldn't care. If someone was trying to kill me, or my friends, or my family, you bet your ass I'd blow their fucking head off. But I wouldn't care. I would not care who was behind the mask. I'd be like, it's a psycho killer trying to kill Fierce. Do I care who the hell they are? No. I care about living. I could care less about them. I care about my friends and my family. I'm going to kill them, and then let's just get the fuck out of there, you know? So she bends down, she reveals who it is, and it's that same girl that was like, knock, 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 is Tara there? You know? And then she's like, why are you doing this? And then some blood, she, like, the pinup girl, now that she's unmasked, she starts laughing hysterically, and then blood starts coming out of her mouth, and she's like, why not? Like, why wouldn't we do this? So her answer was kind of crap. You know? So you don't really find out why they're doing it. She's just like, why not? Why not? And then the girl's like, all right, well, I've had enough of this pinhead girl. She goes, shh, and then blows her again in the chest. Then she finally dies. So she gets 2 shotgun blasts to the chest. But again, I ask you, in real life, I think 1 shotgun blast to the chest would take out an assailant. I'm just saying. And then here's where it gets really crazy at the end. So there's one guy left. The potato sack guy. She's almost home free. The teenage girl is almost home free. She looks around after killing the pinup girl. She's like, well, I don't know where the potato sack guy is. I got to get the fuck out of here. Because she needs to go get some help. And she's almost out of the trailer park. She's almost there. And then all of a sudden, the guy rolls up in the truck, and I'm like, oh, here we go. And for a while, he chases her around the trailer park, you know, and I'm like, she better be fast as hell at running, because he is like hightailing it right behind her. She goes into like a little thing. He smashes through one of the trailers, you know, and then she gets back into the squad car, you know. He hits the squad car with her in it. She finally falls out of the squad car, and she notices that gasoline is leaking out of the squad car, and he keeps ramming it. So what does she do? She pulls out a lighter. This is where it gets pretty much in fantasy land. If you threw a lighter in gasoline and ignited those two cars and they blew up, the guy in the potato sack would have been dead. He would have been roasted on fire. What happens? Both cars blow up. She's like, yes, I finally killed him. She starts walking away. All of a sudden, you see the car. The truck back up, and it's on fire. And I was like, there's no fucking way that he would be alive. So he's on fire. The pickup truck's on fire, and he's still driving it around. And then she's like, no, you're dead. I can't believe it. I'm like, no shit, he's dead. But it's a fucking movie. And he's just roasting on fire. I'm like, this guy should be dead. So finally, she like goes for the entrance, you know. He gets out of the car, looks at her, and he's all burnt to shit. He falls down. I think he's finally dead. I'm like, all right, he's finally dead. She finally flags down a car, and some lady gets out, and she's like, what's wrong? Are you okay? And she's like, what do you mean? What? She goes, what do you mean? I'm not okay. I'm bleeding. She goes, I need a ride into town. I need to call the police. My brother's, in a pool house, shed, bleeding to death. I need some help. And she's like, all right. And as she gets in, here comes the guy in the potato sack. He jumps in the back of this woman's pickup truck. And she's like, go, go, go. Kind of reminded me of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre ending visions, where Sally jumps in the back of the truck. The girl jumps into the back of the truck. Here comes the guy with the axe with the fucking potato sack. There just happens to be a baseball bat, in the back of this woman's pickup truck. She grabs it, finally whacks the shit out of the guy, the burnt potato sack guy. Blood starts coming out of his ear. He finally falls off the truck, hits the ground hard, and then he finally dies. And I'm like, holy shit. And then she finally gets help, and then there it is. And then they come back and they rescue the brother. There it is. So the ending was kind of far-fetched. As soon as you lit that guy on fire and blew up his car, he'd be dead. He would be dead. So besides, the ending was a little far-fetched, but it was a solid movie. Up until the ending. So yeah. Oh, okay, Visions. I will check that out. Hopefully I can figure it out. But I will check it out. Thank you. I appreciate that. So anyway, I'm going to give it about, I was going to say a 9.5. I'll give it a 9. It was good, but the ending was kind of far-fetched. I'm like, dude, there's no way that you can come back lit on fire, one more last fucking hurrah, in the back of the pickup truck and shit. So, but I actually liked them killing the strangers more than the strangers killing people, because the way the strangers killed people was not really creative. If you're going to do a horror film, you got to have some creative kills. So actually, the teenagers killing the strangers was a lot cooler, because at least they got some get up and go in them, The stranger was like, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna take a knife, boom, you're dead. Yeah, I'm gonna take a screwdriver and, stab you a couple times because I've almost pretty much killed you when the dad went, ramming through a trailer. So it was all right. So I'm gonna give it a solid 9. But there it is. Yo, what's up, Larry? What's up, Museum? Good to see you. Let me catch up with the with the chat here. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, Rebecca's going nuts. Well, I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable, so I'm going to time out Rebecca because she's going pretty nuts on Visions. So yeah. All right, let's see here. Vision says Rebecca is just Lantern in a wig. Listen, I wouldn't. I'll be honest, Visions. I would not put it past Lantern, or maybe Rebecca is Lantern, or Lantern is Rebecca. You never fucking know. You never know on the internet. I shit you not, my friend. Anyway, Let's see. Then Vision says, "Hey, Walter, I'm cursed." You're not cursed, Visions. No, you're not. Don't even say that. You're all right, buddy. You're not cursed. Let's see. What's up, Larry? Your cap looks like a design for a street gang. Where did you get that? It's the Flash. Don't start talking crazy shit, museums. I kid you not. Museums is cool, but he says some crazy shit. He says some pretty crazy shit. What is the topic? Well, Larry, we've already done 2 topics. I did the top 10 things that I wanted to buy, and then I did the top 10 meme photos that people have made for me, and now I'm finally past the 3rd topic, so you were kind of a little late to the party, buddy, and I finally reviewed Strangers Part Deuce. And it was good. Just the ending was very far-fetched. So I didn't really like the ending. If they would have just left it where she throws the lighter and blows up the 2-car and then the potato sack guy roasts on fire, that's believable. But him driving the truck around on fire and him on fire, that's not believable. Because the pain of getting burned alive will be so unbearable, there's no way that he would drive that fucking car. And you literally, if you guys would have been here last night, I'm on my couch, I'm watching, and I literally just blurted out, "You have to be shitting me." I'm like, no one in their right minds would drive a truck on fire, him on fire. I said the pain would be unbearable. So that part I didn't like, because it's not believable. I like horror movies when either they're believable, because then they're really scary, because then I'm like, oh shit, that actually could happen. Or I like it when they're so far-fetched, like those cheesy horror movies, like, Chopping Mall. Killer robots are going to kill people in a fucking mall. That's one of the greatest ones I've ever watched. Oh, man. And I had never heard of it until, I think Pixel and Visions told me about it. I popped that bad boy in. I watched it, and I was like, what the hell is this garbage? But it was like great garbage. It was like amazing garbage. It was great. I loved it. Larry says, "Good day, Walter. It's fun chatting with myself." Well, I was trying to get to the the chat, buddy. Google accounts, people, and sharing. Oh, okay, hang on. I need to take a picture of that, Vision, so I don't forget. Give me 1 second. Because I'm trying to unblock certain people. So before I go to work tonight, I'm going to try and do this. Fears is not the best tech-savvy person, so I'll try to figure it out. But let me just take a picture of that so I can remember. There we go. Got it. I got it. Well, thanks, buddy. I wanted to see what Rebecca was up to. I mean, she was saying some pretty crazy shit, though, Visions. Oh, snap, the first time out of the stream, the ice has been broken. Well, I didn't block anyone. I just timed them out, Larry says, "You know what, Fears? Visions likes it." No, he does not. Nobody likes to get harassed, And I did not block a museum that just timed him out. So, yeah. But, yeah. Anyway. Fears, did you start your period today? That's pretty hilarious. Larry. I try not to block people anymore. I just try to time them out, because sometimes it gets a little crazy in the chat, It gets a little crazy in the chat sometimes. Anyway, do I think you should watch this movie? If you like horror movies, you'll enjoy it. Up until the end. All the kills are great up until his death, because it's so unbelievable. It's so unbelievable, his death. Again, if they would have just left it where he's roasting on fire in a pickup truck, that would have been fine, because that's believable. A lighter will ignite gasoline. Gasoline will blow up a fucking pickup truck. That's fine. But don't have him driving around while the pickup truck is on fire and he's on fire. That's not believable because I kid you not, the pain would be so unbearable. Like, yeah, fuck you, bitch, I'm on fire, but I'm still coming after you. No, you're not. No, you're not. You know? Anyway. So, that was the only thing I didn't like about it. So, yeah. But everything else was good. So, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. So, yeah. Another one to the collection. Another one to the collection. All right. All right, well, last but certainly not least, I've got 2 church camp stories that will blow your mind. Blow your mind. So, yeah. I think the first time I went to church camp, I was 13, 14, because my parents didn't know that you could go. In my church, there's 3 types of church camps. One, they have a church camp for, like, little kids from, like, kindergarten to 5th grade. They have another church camp for junior high, which is 6th through 8th grade. And then they have one for teenagers in high school, 9th grade through 12th grade. Anytime I've been a camp counselor, I've done mainly high school kids. Like, I've taught my movie class to high school kids, and I've been a camp counselor for high school kids. One time I helped my mom used to be a cook at the church camp. So one time she said, "Hey John, I'm gonna need your help in the kitchen." So one time I helped my mom, and I was like, "I don't know how to cook, Mom." And she goes, "You can just assist me." And I said, "Okay." So I kind of learned how to cook from my mom and Casey whenever I was dating Casey, because she kind of helped me learn how to cook certain things. And so half the time I was a cook with my mom, and then that was junior camp, which is the little kids, you know, kindergarten through 5th grade. So my mom's like, whenever you're not in the kitchen helping me, you got to be a camp counselor. So I've been a camp counselor once for the junior camp. Most of the time I've been a camp counselor for the high school kids. So yeah. And I've taught my movie class 4 times. And it's always been a blast. It's always been a blast. And usually the church will let me upload the film that we make throughout the week. I didn't upload the last one because I guess the rules are different in Florida. Because in Missouri, my church is pretty chillaxed, and they let me upload the movie film that me and the high school kids made, you know, in my class, you know. But this time they were like, "You're not uploading that video." And I was like, "It's not my video, it's what the kids uploaded." But I'm like, fine. So I did upload it, and it's on private, because I'm like, and I showed it to you guys once, but they were, you know, they had a little stink about it. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong in the video. I'm like, me and the other teachers helped the kids make a church camp video. So yeah. Because usually there's 2 teachers. Me and another guy taught the movie class. But he also taught the volleyball class, and he also taught the morning devotion class, which is we read scriptures from the Bible. So a few times he was like, "Hey, Fears, some days you're going to be on your own." And I was like, "That's fine." I'm like, "I'm not an idiot." I'm like, I know how to make a video. I'm like, I've made enough videos. And he's like, "I want to help you with the class." And I said, let's split up the week. I said, half the week I'll help you with your class. I'm like, there's not much to fucking volleyball, buddy. And he goes, "Have you played?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've played." So he taught the volleyball class and then the morning devotion. And I said, morning devotions is easy, man. I said, you pick out your favorite scriptures that you want to read and just read them, you know, and then we discuss them. And he was like, "Well, will you help me out, Fears?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Do you need any help with your class?" I'm like, "Not really." I'm like, I'm going to tell the kids, what type of video do you want to make? And then I'm going to hand off my GoPro. And I'm like, you film whatever you guys want and I'll edit it. You know, I had some say. I was like, what type of video do you guys want to make? And then my church said, do something with the, we always have a theme of the week, you know, whenever we go to church camp. So I said, well, we got to get the theme in there, you know. So that was always fun. Let me catch up with the chat here, then I'll continue this story. So, yeah. So, let's see here. Yo, what's up? Bathroom stinks. Kool-Aid says, oh, yeah, dude. Hey, Kool-Aid. It's not Kool-Aid that I'm drinking. He's in the chat, but I'm having some... yeah, my mom's actually cooked a couple of times at church camp. But bathroom stinks, not at the Florida one that I went to, which was 2 years ago. I want to go back and do it and be a camp counselor again. It's been working a lot, and then I was like, I really want to go for this flight attendant job, and hopefully I get it. So I told the church, I said, let me try and get this flight attendant job. I said, if I get it, then I'll come back whenever I can, and I'll be a camp counselor again. My mom usually does the cooking at the Missouri church camps, the ones that I grew up with. Those, any camp I went to was always fun, but those were a lot more fun, the Missouri ones, because they're more chillaxed, So, yeah. Let's see here. Have anyone hook up? Wait, do you have any more hookup college stories? Oh, yeah, Walter. The one about Sarah was good. Well, that was community college. But I've got a whole bunch more community college stories that I haven't even told. I kid you guys not. I've only broke the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the Fierce Man stories. And I can't make this shit up. So, yeah. But, yeah. Walter, like I said yesterday, I'm pretty sure that girl's name was Sarah. I don't really... I'm like 95% because that happened so long ago in community college. So, yeah. Vision says, when the meals were ready, did you ever say something like, I'm smelling Helen? Why would I say that, Visions? That's my mom. My mom is a good cook, though. And if you guys have never went to church camp, anytime you go to church camp, the food at church camp is fucking amazing. Oh, it's so good. The food at church camp is amazing. So, yeah. I know you're joking around, Visions, but that was kind of a random... Why would I say I'm smelling my own mother? No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that at all. So, yeah. That was funny, though. That was funny. So, yeah. Anyway, let me catch up with the comments here. Yo, Heroes and Villains, what's up? Good to see ya. Nice flash hat. Well, thanks, buddy. Museum thought it was a gang member's hat, and I was like, no. Larry said, you know what, Fears? I liked the DVD that you made for church camp. It was here. I moved it onto my shelf in my bedroom, Larry, because I'm trying to fill up this entire thing. I'm trying to take all the DVDs away and put all the DVDs on the shelf in my bedroom and fill up this ginormous thing with all my Blu-rays. But yeah, Larry, you've seen probably the most out of all the community. You saw the Jackass film that me and my friends made, The Idiots. You saw the church camp. That was the very first church camp movie that I made, and then my friend was like, hey, Fears, we should totally burn it to a disc. And then I said, well, if you're going to burn a disc for me and yourself, I said, why don't we go out to the store and we'll buy enough discs to burn an entire copy for everyone in the camp? And he was like, oh, it's a great idea, Fears, we should do that. So, Larry, the one you saw was the very first one I ever made. And then I showed it to the leaders of my church, and they're like, oh, you got to come back and do that class again, Fears. And I was like, if you guys want me back, I'll do it again. They're like, oh yeah, come back. So I've done the movie class for a couple of years now. But that was the only one that I ever burnt to a disc. The one that I made 2 years ago with the kids, it's just so easy. I brought my hard drive, and I said, I'll just save it to my hard drive, and if they allow me to upload it, which they didn't, because Florida, they're a little bit more strict on the rules. And they said, what if you upload that and some parent doesn't like that? And I said, okay. I said, I understand. And they said, have you ever uploaded any other movie? And I said, yeah. I said, I've been a camp counselor for years. And I said, in Missouri, they were like, yeah, Fears, it's your class. If you want to upload that content that you and the kids and the other teachers, it's not just the kids. It's me teaching the class, and then me, the other teacher of the class, which is my friend, the guy that I said I was helping with volleyball, because usually they have 2 teachers per class, and he's like, Fears, I don't know anything about film. I said, well, just help me shoot the video then, for the kids. And he's like, all right. I said, plus, and his name was Brian. I said, Brian, you were the only one left. I said, because you got here to church camp late. So I said, that's why they put you in charge of morning devotions. That's why they put you in charge of volleyball, because that was the only thing that was fucking left. And then I was teaching the class by myself, and they said, hey, Brian, if you're not teaching that, whenever you're not teaching your classes, you're helping Fears. And I said, so Brian, I don't really need your help, but I said, if you want to help me shoot some scenes for the video, cool. And he was like, well, I like movies, Fears, but I don't know how to make a movie. You're the one that went to film school. I said, it's easy. And I had been vlogging by that time. I said, I make vlogs almost every day. I've done live streams. I'm like, I know how to make a fucking video, buddy. I didn't say it like that because I was at church camp. And he's like, well, as long as you know what you're doing, Fears. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. So, yeah. So, that was the very first one, Larry. But that guy wasn't Brian. That guy, I think his name was Sean. That was the guy from the Illinois and the Missouri church camps. The one guy that helped me with the movie class 2 years ago, that was Brian. Plus, his volleyball class was awesome because I hadn't played volleyball in quite a while. And I looked at Brian, I was like, Brian, I'm a little rusty on volleyball. And he's like, oh, come on, Fears, you know how to play. I'm like, no, I know how to play. It's just I haven't played in a while. And he was like, yeah, you'll be fine, Fears. So, playing volleyball, that's always fun. It's always fun. Hey, what's up, Dallas Cowboy? Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. But anyway, I'll tell you guys a story in a minute. I was just giving you some backstory to the thing. Fears doesn't have time for help, y'all. No, it's not that. Just, I was like, I'm good. I know how to... I had already pre-planned, because you guys know I'm pretty good at planning stuff. I already had all my lesson plans planned out. I wrote out what I was going to teach for what day, like blocking and not blocking, but blocking the scenes out, shooting the scenes, writing storyboards. I taught that all to the kids. I was like, there's not much for Brian to help me out with, but I said, Brian, if you want to help me shoot, because I only brought 2 cameras. So I told all the high school kids, we're going to have to share, because I said I mainly shoot all my vlogs with my GoPro or my cell phone. Well, technically 3 then, because any phone can be a camera these days. So I said, I'm going to use my Kodak camera, I'm going to use my GoPro, and then we're going to use my phone. And they were like, all right, we're down. So yeah, let's see. Hero says, what's good? Just setting up the studio, going live. Nice! Heroes, I cannot wait until I come over and check out the Nerd Cave, man. From what I saw in your last live stream, pretty damn good, my friend. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I can't wait to do some unboxings with you. I can't wait to do some live streams. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, my friend. Shout out to all the chat. Yes, I agree. I agree. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Danny says, to the boot. To the boot. That's right. To the boot, baby. The boot is back. Or, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Did the boot ever leave? The answer is no. The answer is no. Let's see. Walter says, did you do a lot of hooking up in college? A tiny bit, Walter. I only had one girlfriend in college. So I did hook up a decent amount with chicks. Because, I'll be honest, my mom and dad, they kind of sheltered me and my brother. So I didn't get to do much as a young guy. I mean, I did some things. But when I got off to college, I was like, time to make up for lost time. So Fear's got all that crazy, wild, partying, going nuts stuff out of my system. And then I finally said, okay, it's time to grow up. And I need to get some good grades so I can get past, my college degree and all that. Because while I was partying, Walter, I studied sometimes. And I was like, well, I don't want to let my mom and my dad down. So I said, I'm going to have to half party and half study. So, yeah. Jenkins says, to the teacup. That's right. Hell yeah. To the coffee, motherfucker! Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Because you could smell what the Helen was cooking. That's right. Kind of like, oh, I know what you were doing, Visions. Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? That's right. For a minute, I didn't know what the hell you were talking about, Visions. But I'll be honest, my mom is a fantastic cook. A fantastic cook. But even, it wasn't just my mom cooking, Visions, at church camp. My mom and, like, her church camp friends, there was, like, 4 or 5 ladies in this big industrial kitchen that my church camp has in Missouri. The fucking thing is huge. So my mom and, like, 4 other ladies were, like, cooking stuff. All those ladies know how to cook. Like I said, if you ever get a chance to go to church camp, they have great food there. Or at least my church camp does. I have never been disappointed on the food at any church camp I've went to. It's good food, my friends. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not true, Larry. I'll be honest. It was more like 2 hours. It wasn't just an hour. It was a while. It was a while under those steps. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to get too juicy with the details, but I'm not lying. The Sarah story really happened, no matter what the trolls say. I don't lie to you guys anymore. I used to. I was like, oh, they'll never figure it out. I'll just say this, and then they'll never know. Well, they found out. They always find out. So now I just tell the truth. So I'm not going to get into all the juicy details, Larry, but Visions asked me yesterday, have you ever thought about looking her up? I have, but Visions, I don't remember her last name. It was so long ago, I didn't even get a picture with her because when I was in community college, before I went to Collins College, selfies were not really a thing back then. You know, so, yeah. Anyway, I wish I would have gotten a photo with her. I remember what she looks like in my mind, but unless you have, if I had her full name, I would look her up on Facebook, but I don't have her full name. So it was that long ago. Plus, I guarantee you, she's probably married by now, you know. But if she wasn't, you bet your ass I would go for her because she was so smart, so funny, hot, kinky as all hell. It was good stuff. It was good stuff. But anyway, Walter says, hey, Larry, what is an appropriate time? Oh, I'm sorry. Larry, what is an appropriate long amount of time to suck a boobie? I mean, I guess to answer that question, as much time as you want. Or as much time as the lady will allow you to suck on her boobie. Which would hopefully be a long time. You know? Because there's never enough time when you're in that area. Or in that situation. Like, suck it, Fears? Yeah, I am. For how long? As long as you want. Okay, I can do that. I can definitely do that. I can do that. You know, that's no problem. I can do that. Anyway. All right, let me catch up with the chat, and then I'll finally get to the church camp story. I've got 2 that were really funny. So yeah. I don't know about hickeys, Walter, but there was definitely a lot going on in the situation. Fears could barely keep up, but fortunate enough for me, I did keep up. I barely could keep up because she was going all over the place, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, you know. Let's see here. Jelly beans, Tesla. Oh man, the chat's going nuts. Dr. Jenkins says Fears had a nipple snack. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do, Larry. Oh, yeah. Everybody, when you work at a church camp, and again, they had to pay me, and I told them, you don't have to pay me. I make enough money at my job. I just wanted to volunteer. And they said, oh, no, we have to pay you. There's only been one church camp that I worked at where they didn't pay me. And that was the one in Illinois that I did a long time ago. But any other one, they're like, oh, no, we have to pay you. They said, we have to. I said, yeah, but I said, I go to this church. I said, I would just like to do it out of the kindness of my heart. And they said, yeah, but they said, if someone would want to sue it, and they were like, oh, we didn't get paid. And I was like, well, it's my church. I would never sue you guys. And they said, we know that you wouldn't, Fears. They said, we have to cover our ass. So they did pay us. And so I was like, you don't have to. I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart. But yeah, Larry, everyone gets a background check. And then I've never done anything wrong in my life. So mine was quick and easy, you know. So yeah. But they have to be careful because there's a lot of crazy psychos out there, you know. There's a lot of nutty people. That's not true, Eddie. Obviously not. That's not true. And that was kind of hurtful. I'm deleting that comment. I've never done anything wrong in my life. You know? So don't even go there, Eddie. Don't even go there. Let's hear your top 10 presidents. Oh, that's a good one, Larry. You know? But Walter asked for my top 10 favorite fast foods. I think I've already done that one, but I will do it again for you guys. I will do it again. So, yeah. Walter says, you used to lie a lot. Honest question. So did you just make up stories? Back in the day, Walter, I would, like if someone asked me a question, if it helped my reputation, I would lie about that. And yeah, sometimes I would make up stories, but all the stories that I've told you guys are 100% real. The college stories about the cocaine, you know, I didn't do cocaine, but I saw people doing cocaine and I accidentally hit the tray out of the guy's hand by accident. And then while I was trying to leave, all those college stories, any story I've told you guys is 100% real. But back in the day, I used to lie all the time. All the time. So yeah. Just an honest question. I wasn't around then. It was an honest question. That's an honest answer, Walter. That is the most honest answer I can possibly give you. So yeah. Vision says, wasn't her last name That's funny, Visions. That's funny. No, thank God her last name was not Carrie's last name. Thank God. What if it would have been? Whew. Nothing against Carrie, but let's put it this way. Carrie, I wish Carrie the best of luck, but Carrie is not my cup of tea. No. Carrie is not my cup of tea. So yeah. No. I can't drink milk, Visions. I can't. I used to, because I haven't had Crohn's all of my life. Like from 1 year old to about 16, I could drink milk products. Like cheese, milk, yogurt, ice cream, all that stuff. But at 16, that's when my body started to reject milk products. And then my mom and dad took me to the doctors, and they did a whole bunch of tests. And they said, oh, yeah, they said your son has Crohn's. And I was like, what the fuck is Crohn's? And then so the hell started. But I'll be honest, you know, was it 2 or 3 years ago, whenever I got into that accident, and that lady cut me open, whatever she did to fix my large intestines and small intestines, she actually kind of helped figures out. Now I can eat certain amounts of cheese and certain amounts of milk and stuff like that. Not all the time. It's gotten better. It's gotten better to process certain stuff, because I thought I was fucked that one day, Visions, you know, when me and Sam were eating pizza. I just totally forgot. We were playing video games, and I forgot to rip off the cheese and just eat the pie. And we got done gaming, and then Sam looked right at me and goes, oh, shit, Fears, you're so fucked. And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, dude, the cheese on the pizza. And I went, oh, man. I'm like, I totally forgot. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I am fucked. And he goes, well, what's going to happen? I'm like, I'm probably going to have to go home and puke my brains out and shit my brains out. I said, it's going to be bad. And then I called him the next day and said, hey, man, I don't know if this was like a fluke or whatever, but nothing happened to me. And so he was like, that's weird. I'm like, yeah, it is weird. It's very weird. And he's like, well, do some test spheres, try it out. So little by little, I've like eaten certain stuff. So I can have a certain amount of milk products now. Whatever she did to my stomach to fix it. So I would say I'm half cured because there are still some milk products that give me problems. Like one time I was adventurous and I was like, well, I had that cheese on that pizza. I wonder if I can eat real ice cream. I tried a real ice cream bar. Whew, I didn't get off the toilet for like a day or two. So I was like, all right, good to know. I can't eat that. So certain things. So yeah. But yeah. So it's gotten better. It's gotten better. Anyway. That's true. That's true, Visions. That's true. I don't know if it was exactly 2 hours. It was a long. It was, in my memory, it was right around 2 hours. But I don't want to get into all the juicy details. But it was around there. So yeah. Oh, if Sarah could come back, you know, I really did. Oh shit! I just got that, Walter. You're hilarious, Visions. Walter says Visions is making a joke about boob milk from the. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I'm kind of tired, so I didn't get that until now. I promise you, Fears is not an idiot. I'm fucking losing my mind right now. That is hilarious. So I thought you meant about like my milk products and all that shit. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. That was actually pretty good. That was good. I'm a little tired, Walter. That's why I'm sipping my coffee, buddy. So I apologize to everybody. I didn't just get that until fucking now. So yeah, that was funny. That was funny. That was funny. To the boob! That's right. Yeah. 1 hour each. Hell yeah. Damn right. Damn right. Damn right. That's just gross, Jenkins. Fears, have you ever eaten on the toilet? That's just gross. No. The answer is no. That's just creepy. That's like some gothic King Cobra shit. Hey man, I made a fish taco. Let me take a shit and eat a fish taco while I'm taking a shit. Gothic King Cobra would do some of that shit. Actually, I don't know that for sure. But that sounds like a story that Gothic King Cobra would probably do. If he hasn't done it already. Again, I don't know much about Gothic King Cobra, but I would never do that. I would never do that. You know? That's a good one, Pixel. Top 10 Crohn's attacks. Which was the worst? That's a good one. Here, let me write these down. I'll do the top 10 Crohn's attacks tomorrow. That actually is a good suggestion, Pixel. Good to see you. Good to see you again, Pixel, in the chat. I haven't seen you in a while. All right, so let me write these. Let me write these ideas down. Walter, I think I already did the top 10 fast foods, but maybe I haven't. So I'll do that one tomorrow. So thank you for your suggestions. Top 10 fast food, and then top 10 Crohn's attacks, because there's been a lot of them. I'll be honest though, because I've been eating healthier, Pixel, there's been less attacks. I haven't had like the last like massive attack I've had was probably 2 or 3 months ago. You know, and I had to go. Oh no, wait, no. About 2 months ago, because I had to go home because I looked flushed in the face and I was at work. And that was that night I told you guys where my boss was like, Fears, you don't look so good. And I'm like, agreed. I'm like, I don't just look it, I'm not feeling good. And he's like, what is it, your Crohn's? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I feel like shit. He's like, well, we've only got an hour left. And he goes, you want to go home early? And I was like, oh yeah. I'm like, later, peace. I'm like, I'm out of here. And he's like, all right, see you, see you tomorrow night, Fears. And I'm like, I'll see you, buddy. So about 2.5 months ago was the last serious one. So that will be on the list tomorrow, my friend. So, but thanks for those suggestions, Pixel and Larry. I appreciate that. Pixel, if I do get that flight attendant job, one of the first places I'm flying to is that that fucking, what is it? That, I always forget the name of that fucking convention. What's that? Is it Richmond GalaxyCon, the one you go to, Pixel? I forgot the name of it. Because you go to that one all the time, and I would love to hang out with you one day, Pixel. I really would. You know, because we've been through thick and thin, you know? You've been in so many lives, I would love to hang out, but that's just so far away. But if I got free flights, because I'm waiting for them, I applied, I'm waiting for them to call me back. I cannot wait until I get that phone call. I hope I get that job. That job would be fucking great, man. So, yeah. GalaxyCon, yeah. So, that's one of the first places I would fly to. Because I'd get a free flight. I would just get a hotel. And I'd be like, yo, Pixel, I'm here. I'll see you down at the convention center. You know, let me know where you are. And I would just get on the phone because you follow me on social media. I'd send you a message and be like, where the fuck are you on the convention floor? And I would find you. Hell yeah. So yeah. Top 10 most boring movies. But you can't include Hellraiser. Well, I mean, those are on the top. Those are top of the list picks, so I would have to. I would have to put that in there. I'm serious. I would have to put that in there. You know? And you know what? I thought Randall was quite cheeky when he made that campaign video. He was like, hey, Fears. Total surprise. I don't know if I've told you guys this story. Total surprise. Randall, I thought it was fucking hilarious. But I was like, Randall, now everyone's going to think that I fucking love Hellraiser. And he's like, yeah, Fears, that's why I did it. I'm like, but I don't like Hellraiser, you know? And he's like, yeah, Fears, again, that's why I did it. And I was like, you're fucking hilarious, Randall. I'm like, you are fucking hilarious. So, yeah. So, I was like, dude, I'm like, everyone's going to think that I like Hellraiser. And then Randall was like, Fierce, why the fuck do you hate him? I'm like, I don't hate Pinhead. It's just not my cup of tea, you know? It's not that I hate Pinhead. It's just there's so many better horror movies out there, you know? And I said, Randall, if one of them or two of them or all of them put me to sleep, then obviously it wasn't good if I'm fucking falling asleep all the way through it. So I'll put that one down too, Pixel. Top 10 most boring movies I've ever watched. Because, again, there's been a few. So, yeah. So, well, thanks for all the suggestions. I appreciate it. I'm trying to keep up with... I'm trying to read all of the chat, and then eventually I'm going to get to the two church camp stories. But I want to be caught up with the chat. I've been trying to get better at it. But I have a bunch of loving and loyal fans, but the chat goes nuts sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But, like, nuts in a good way, not in a bad way. So, yeah. By the way, Larry, thanks for the super chat that you gave me, I think it was like a week or two ago whenever Randall was on. I appreciate that, buddy. I did thank you back then, but I wanted to thank you again. You know, I do appreciate all the support. I really do. All right, let's see. Where did I leave off? Oh, Rebecca's back. Well, Rebecca, behave. Let's see. Pixel says, yeah, GalaxyCon. Richmond, Virginia, and Raleigh, North Carolina are my two main ones. Yeah, I'd like to go to both of them. Because every time that you've went, Pixel, whenever you make those, like, convention, like, kind of highlight videos, you don't upload a lot. But whenever you do upload, I love those highlight videos that you make, dude. Really cool, like, fucking content. I'm telling you, man. I know you focus more, like, on your wrestling channel, and I have subscribed to that. I'll be honest. I've watched every single Pixel Protocol video. But I've only watched a couple of the wrestling videos. But they're still good, too. But I'm telling you, man, I think you should upload some new content to the Pixel Protocol one. Because those highlight videos were really fucking good, man. I mean, really good. Like... one of my favorites is when, like, you had that explosion or something with, like, Scorpion. Like, it exploded on the page, and then Scorpion was, like, kung fuing somebody or something like that. I can't remember all what it was, but that's one of my favorites. So, yeah. But I'd love to go to both of those. So, yeah. You can stay in our room, Fears, but you got to drink big-ass milkshakes so you can crones it up on the conflict. Oh, God. You don't want that, Pixel. The bathroom would be stinking up so bad, and then I wouldn't even be able to enjoy myself because I'd be hanging out with you, Pixel, and then I'd be running to the fucking bathroom every 2 minutes. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Let me shit my ass off for about an hour, come back, hang out with you guys for like 5 minutes. Hey, guys, I'm going to go and shit my ass off again for another hour and a half. So, no. So, I don't mind staying in the room, but I don't want to be shitting my ass off. Because it would be bad. It would be bad. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see here. Top 10 times you've had your heart broken. Well, thank God, Pixel, I haven't had my heart broken 10 times. There's only been a few times. And some of those you guys already know about. So, yeah. Oh, man. I'm fucking tired. Oh, shit. Top 10 Hooters girls. That's a good one. That is a good one. I'll be honest, I don't know. There was only any time that me and Randall have went. There hasn't been a lot of Hooters girls, but there's been a good amount. Anyway, before I go, Walter, I will do the top 10 fast food joints that I like. I've been trying to eat less and less fast food joints, but yeah. All right. I'm getting a little tired, so I want to tell one church camp story. I've got a million of them, but this one's one of my favorite. I don't know if I've told this story before, but this one happened at the Missouri church camp long ago when I was just a camper. Because in order to become a counselor, you have to do a bunch of like CIT training, which I already have. And that's CIT stands for Counselor in Training. So you do all the training, and then you have to go to a couple camps as a CIT. Then once you pass all those tests, then you can become a counselor. So I can be a counselor whenever I want for my church. I just haven't had a lot of time because I'm sick to death of working in that fucking factory. Pretty much want to blow my brains out. If I have to grab another box and scan it and put it on the shelf, I'm going to blow my brains out. So my mom's like, you should go for that other job. And I said, I want to. And I applied, and I called my mom and told her Pixel, and I hope I get it. I really hope I get it. I'm waiting for them to email me back. But they took fucking forever the last time. The last time I tried it, I applied like in January, and they got back to me in like August or some shit. So it takes them a minute to get back. But when I finally get the email, I cannot wait, because then I'll have to go to their corporate office, and I'll be in my nice black and white suit. I'm gonna polish up the resume, because I haven't. It's pretty much, my resume is pretty much all put together, but the only thing I would need to add is my current job. I haven't put my current job on there, but I would polish it all off before I would go and do it. So yeah. Anyway. Oh man. God, I'm fucking tired. Oh Lord. All right. You know what? I think I'm gonna save the church camp stories until tomorrow. Oh God, I'm fucking tired. Anyway, I think that's a good place to stop. But I've got some topics for tomorrow. So yeah. Thanks to Larry and Pixel. I appreciate that. So, Walter, I will do the top 10 fast foods tomorrow because I'm getting a little tired. Oh, man. So, I'm going to take a shower and get something to eat, and then I'm going to try and edit 2 videos tonight and get them up. I've been getting faster with my video uploads, so. Before I went to work last night, I got a different version of the Star Wars vlog. It's on the main channel. I put up some highlights. I put up some new content in the Fearsman 26 version. So that's what differs them. So check it out. give a comment, give a like. I would appreciate it. So, I'm taking off, though. I'm taking off, but see what's happening? I'm tired. So, yeah, but we went pretty long. We went a good 2 hours. I don't know how the hell I'm going to beat that 10-hour stream. That's the longest stream I've ever done. I'm gonna try and beat it. The only thing that sucks though is YouTube has to fix this. They have to fix this. Walter, I think it was you that told me. It was either you or someone in the community said, "Yeah, Fears, you can stream as long as you want, but YouTube will only allow you to upload anything before 12 hours." So they said, if you just stream for 12 hours, they'll take it off. They won't let you keep it up. They said they'll only allow you to upload 10 to 11 hours at a time, which is bullshit. If you streamed for like a full 24 hours, you should be able to upload that to your channel. If you were like, hey, I'm going to go nuts and stream constantly for a week, they should allow YouTubers and content creators to upload the full week on your channel. Why? Because it's your fucking channel. You should be allowed to upload as long as you want. And see, now there's the thing. On YouTube, you can upload as much video content and as long as you want. But when it comes to streaming, someone in the community, I don't know who, I think it was you, Walter. I can't remember. Someone, I'm not trying to put words into Walter's mouth, but I think it was you. If it wasn't you, I apologize, Walter. I don't remember who, but someone said, Fears, you're only allowed to do anything before 12 hours. So if I did like 11 hours and 30 minutes, they would keep that up. Or 11 hours and 50 minutes, that, something like that. But it can't be 12 hours or higher, which is complete bullshit. But there it is. Anyway. There we go. Well, I'm taking off. But that was a good stream, my friends. But I'm starting to get tired. I need to take a little nap. But I will tell the church camp stories a little later. But yeah, I'm barely holding on. This coffee, this one's good, but the last coffee that I showed you guys on camera, that one I liked. That one's already done, The French roast or whatever I did, that was strong. That was really strong. I need to get some stronger coffee because I'm starting to get tired. And then some. Anyway. Alright, I'm taking off. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26, the main channel. Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. Subscribe to my buddy Randall. Speaking of Randall, I finally got a hold of him. Randall wrote me on Facebook, and I was like, Randall, where the fuck have you been? And he's like, oh, you know me, Fear. He goes, when I'm working, I like to be left alone. And I was like, I know. I haven't talked to you in like 4 or 5 days. He's like, I had some work to do at church, and then I hung out with my mom. Then I've been karaokeing it up. And I said, have you been working on the cartoon? He goes, yeah, I've been working on the cartoon. So today he's just relaxing. He said, I'll call you tomorrow. And I was like, you can call me whenever you want, Randall. I said, I haven't heard from you in a while. I just want to make sure my buddy was okay. He's like, yeah, I'm good. And I went, all right, sounds good, buddy. So yeah. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to Randall at Cameo Man 2021, the main channel. His channel number 2 is the Mayor of Magic. Follow Pixel, Lord Pixel, King of the Pylons. That's right. Pixel, get up some new content on Pixel Protocol. I'm telling you. Get on it. Get on it, buddy. Follow Larry Tate. Larry Tate. Larry uploads some pretty wild shit, Larry, that last live stream you did was fucking nuts, buddy. It was funny, but it was nuts. It was pretty nuts. And you know what? I'm being nice today. Follow The Carrie Show. The Carrie Show. Will she be back? I don't know. I guess we'll find out, I hope Carrie's doing all right. I hope she's doing all right, Because Carrie did apologize to me, and I apologized to her, so. But I haven't heard from her in a while, but I hope she's doing all right. I hope she's doing okay. And then, last but certainly not least, follow the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube. And I'm taking off. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And I will see you later, alligator. All right, bye. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. All right, now I'm going to go. Peace.